Shout out to Robbie Miller for that amazing intro. Welcome to another edition of Pink Sock Podcast.
Before we move on, can I steal that intro and put it in my podcast?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? You repurpose it. It's still gonna say Pink Sock and everything because I saw you have a blooper of you accidentally calling your podcast Pink Sock and shit, bro.
Yeah, my brain stops at 1:30 in the morning.
My brain stops whenever I wake up, and it doesn't start until I fall asleep or try to. We have a very special guest. We have Christalee in the back of Eeeek Coffee. Is it Eeeek? Like, do you say all the E's, or do you just say Eek, or is it kind of like, like the name Jeff? You only say one of the F's. Like, do you say? I mean, we can ask her.
Me and a guy at work were talking about this because I was telling you that I have her on my show as well. Yeah.
Here she is. Without further ado.
So,
is it Eek or is it Eek?
It's a little more squealy than that, like Eek, like when you're scared.
Oh, damn it! That's what I've been telling everybody at my work.
We have a little bit of an echo in here. I don't know what the deal is. Hold on. Let me try something really quick. We can actually fix this.
Maybe it's your end.
It might be my end.
Because mine's got echo cancellation.
Mine does too. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of myself.
Hello there. How you been?
Hi. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I know it's like 2:35 in the morning.
Oh my God. I don't know how you do it. I'd be snoozing away.
I don't know either, but I just do it.
I don't know either.
Can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Where's that echo coming from?
I have no idea.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me take my headphones out. Make sure it's not me.
It might be you. Hello. Oh, it was you. It's the headphones. Awkwardly. Normally it's headphones that don't cause an echo. Hello. Can you hear me? This is how technology works, people. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
That's better.
How about now? Can you hear us?
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you though.
Oh, perfect.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us now?
I cannot hear you guys.
Whoa.
Go to your set. Hold on. Let me.
And you're frozen.
Don't let them in. Don't let them go.
Hold on. I'm going to look at this chat.
It might just be her headphone settings. Yeah, and then change the headphone settings. I think she might be doing all that stuff. Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out. Welcome to Pink Sock Podcast. This is one of our last episodes before hiatus for great reason.
Yeah, this is a sign, everybody.
Shit, it's all right. This
is meant to happen, right?
It's all right. It's because Gorak went and was too cool for Pink Sock. He had to do his little goals gone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm all dressed up to go nowhere. I'm joking.
Right? She's gone. I'm sad. We probably should have done a test run, but she will be back. We have Christalee. Is that how you pronounce it? Christalee?
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 Christalee? Christalee. Say that Christalee.
Christalee.
That's a crystal ball.
Like a crystal ball, like Christalee. Yeah. I'll have to ask her when she comes back. Kind of like how you pronounce Eeeek Coffee.
Yeah, I said that to a guy at work. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got another gas, blah, 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 blah.
It's
and she has a coffee, a company called Eeeek Coffee.
So it's a high-pitched
As in,
It's a
like,
high pitch.
like the spooky eek. It's like, eek. I'm like, yeah, man.
Eek!
It's like,
Like,
you have to have
there's a
pants to say,
spider. Like, there's a spider kind of sense. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's a kid next to me. But anyway,
kids scare me, bro. Kids terrify me. We have Christalee back. It's live. It happens. Let's see if there's an echo.
Hello.
Hello?
Can anyone
Can you hear me?
hear me?
that's better.
Can you hear me?
But I can't hear you.
Oh, son of a bitch. It'll be
Can you
all
hear
right.
me?
Let me see if I can. I don't think I can fix things for her. I don't think I can fix that end of things. She'll get it. She'll get it figured out. We got
Sign language.
sign language. Hello. Can you hear us?
Sorry,
now?
guys.
Can you hear us now?
I can.
Woo!
Oh,
There's
we're
a-
back. All right.
There's a slight echo, but I'm not going to complain about it because then we won't be able to hear nobody. Oh, so how you doing, dude?
Oh. Good, good. How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good. Am I pronouncing your name
Awake.
right? Is it Christalee or is it Christalee? Is it like a high
I
pitch?
kind of prefer the second one, but it is just Christalee.
Okay, okay.
I
So
like
it's
the
more
second one better.
Right? It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it'd be like on your mind.
Christalee.
Christalee.
I still need to try Eeeek coffee. I've not tried it yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm excited to get some out to you.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. I need some of that. What is it, Frankie blend? You're a big horror person. A big horror person. Not horror.
I am.
I don't want to be misinterpreted on that. Oh, but
That would be a way more fun podcast. Like that, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, this was different than we thought."
Yeah, this is a lot different. We're talking about prostitution and everything else, which I believe should be legal, but that's a different story for a different day. But
Different story, different day.
when it comes to horror, though, what is your favorite horror movie?
Ooh, okay. So, have you ever seen The Haunting? It's like early 2000s. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson, Liam Neeson.
I need to watch it,
It's
but I've heard of it.
I
So
think I've
it's
seen
a psychological horror. Yeah, it's not blood and guts because for whatever reason that just doesn't do it for me. But it is a movie about this group of people. They go to this like beautiful like old Victorian mansion. They think they're going to be there for a study on sleep, but what they don't know is they're actually there for a study on fear. And it is so fascinating.
I need to watch this because that sounds fucking wild.
I've seen that
It's
before.
really
I remember my mom bought me that for Christmas.
Oh, really?
One year.
That's a great gift.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
When,
He was like
I,
18 at the time, 16 or 17 at the time.
when I was, I think I was like 7 years old. My mom bought me Big Daddy for Christmas on VHS. That's
Really?
not a movie you should buy your 6-year-old son, but she did.
I was gonna say, I
What
was like,
movie?
I don't know if that's.
Big Daddy. It's an Adam Sandler movie. I can wipe my own ass is one of the most popular lines in that movie. But back to horror, though, my favorite psychological, since we're talking about psychological, ever watch The Number 23?
No.
It is a Jim
haven't seen that
Carrey
one.
It's a Jim Carrey psychological thriller film.
Okay.
His character, I can't really explain the movie too much without giving it away, but it's about this guy who receives a book for Christmas, I think it is, and he's reading it and he becomes really obsessed with it. And that's all I can really tell you. And it's a wild fucking movie. It's not Jim
Okay.
Carrey. It is like wild.
Yeah.
Me and
I'm
Gorak
gonna add it to
actually
the list. That sounds good.
add it
Different.
to the list. Top of the list. It is very different.
Straight to the top.
We're going to the top. But great fucking movie. If you want to look at a B-rated flick, you should check out Evil Bong.
A Velocipaster.
Evil Bong. Evil Bong.
Oh,
And
okay.
then Velocipaster.
Oh, I have
Gretchen,
actually seen Velocipaster.
Yes, we can talk about that one on my show. But anyway, how good it was.
Velocipaster was good, but Evil Bong should have been movie of the year. This ma-
Yeah. Ooh,
this,
Evil Bomb. Ooh.
this movie is what would happen if Nightmare on Elm Street meets Cheech and Chong.
Oh man. Okay.
And Evil Dead.
And Evil Dead. It's about this group of kids who buy this bong from a magazine that is haunted, and when they smoke from it, they get trapped into this evil stripper realm inside of the bong, and the bong kills them.
Oh my god. I just want to know, like,
the whole movie doesn't
whenever
make
they were
sense.
like, you know what's a great idea? They're like, let me bring this to production for funding. I want to know how that meeting went.
Oh, there was no funding. It was paid for by the company that made it.
What was the budget? And like, what was the box office for that movie?
There was no box office. It was straight to VHS. It was by a company by the name of Moonlight Features. They're a very popular B-rated film company. They're the ones that made Puppet Master.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So how did you
Cool.
come about starting Eeeek Coffee? Was you always wanting to start a coffee company, or was it just something that happened?
It was a little bit of both. So my background's in special effects makeup, and I went to school for like TV and film, special effects, and that's what I still do that. But like I always kind of grew up with like a love of monsters and horror and the macabre, anything spooky. But being in TV and film, we have like 12 to 15-hour days, and even in my early 20s, I was like, I am burnt out. I can't do this for the rest of my life. Like it's brutal. And so I was like, okay, well, what do I like to do? And I was like, well, I like to talk to people. I like to host people. I like to pour them coffee. I like to, have that warm kind of presence. And I like Halloween. I like anything spooky. And so I was like, okay, how am I going to put all of this together for a retirement plan? Because I'm going to need something. I can't do these like 15-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
And so because I'm a nerd, for fun, I start putting together a business plan for like a physical location. And I loved it. I just kept building on it and building on it and building on it. And this was like 2017 or 18. So like I didn't have plans to have a brick and mortar then. I was just kind of like, oh, this is a fun little side project I'll put together. And then I made a logo. And then I start, thinking of like other little like monsters and themes and things that I can include in it. And so I kind of like finished that, set it to the side. I just had it like on the back burner. And then COVID happened and my job as a makeup artist just completely went away because like you can't get close to people, film and TV. It wasn't happening. Like anything with my like first career was just gone, was wiped out. And especially with TV and film, that was the makeup and sound were the last people to come back because we're the closest to like any of the talent. And so I was like, I'm not going to have a job for maybe 5 years, maybe 10, depending on how this goes. I was like, I got to reroute. And so I was like, okay, we're going to take that business plan from a coffee shop. We're going to totally pivot and we're going to try something new. And so again, like during COVID, I couldn't open a brick and mortar, which ended up being a huge blessing because the overhead cost was way lower. But I either really stupidly or really bravely dumped my entire savings into starting what is Eeeek. And so I found a roaster that I like because turns out I'm a terrible roaster. So I hand that part up to someone much better than me. And I found a roaster that like works with all my contract and everything I wanted. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna dump my savings. I'm gonna order this coffee and see what happens, and maybe either my friends will feel bad and they'll buy it or it'll go well. I don't know. Either way. So my first batch of coffee that I ordered, what was that?
It's worth it. If it's your dream, it's worth it.
It was. And I didn't know how it would go, but my first batch of coffee that I ordered was 100 pounds of coffee, which might not seem like a lot, but I assure you it is a shit ton of coffee. And so I was like, okay, I've got the coffee. all I gotta do is launch it. And I waited for a couple of days and I was like, am I gonna do this or am I an idiot? And I launched it and it sold out in 10 days. And I was terrified. I was like, oh shit, this means I have to do this now. But 3 years later, here we are.
It's a little terrifying. So with your beans, you get them outsourced or?
I do. So I had initially started roasting myself so that I could like learn about everything. And the plan was to be my own roaster. And then it's really scientific, and I'm more right brain than left brain. So I looked all over the US for roasters that I like, and this roaster in particular, they're really, really great because they deal with all the like import laws, everything that like I can't handle myself or don't really want to do. And they're phenomenal about it. They handle all of that end so that I get to do the fun end of like being like, here's the monster that I want to put on this packaging, and here's what I want it to taste like. And they say, okay, they take that information, they blend me something up, they send it back, and I'm like, not yet, or yes, that's the one.
See, I'm really good at roasting myself.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
just making fun of myself all day.
I could tell.
Have you heard of Kupaluat coffee?
I caught that one fucking quick.
Wait, you're frozen. Say it again.
Have you heard of Kupaluat coffee?
You're still frozen. Louder, yell at me.
Kupaluat coffee. Ever heard of it?
No. Tell me about them.
Kupaluat coffee is about $50 a cup.
Okay.
Yes. And it is basically they take a wild civet, which is a wild cat, and that cat eats the coffee bean, and then it comes out in its poo, and then they sanitize that, and they grind it up, and you eat it. You're drinking, I mean.
And you've tried this?
No, I want to on the air.
Ooh, I don't know if I would. I don't think I could do it.
We did have somebody on the show that has tried it, that has his own coffee company as well. Shout out
What'd
to
they
Catfight
think?
Coffee. AC Slade said it tasted pretty good.
Yeah.
AC said it was pretty good. Pretty good coffee.
Yeah, he's got a great brand. His stuff is very cool.
It is. He's got his own Alice Cooper.
Expensive but good.
Yeah, expensive but good. But you have to, when you are paying for the Misfits name or you're paying for the Alice Cooper name, it's got to be pricey.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But he has a nice brand. There's a lot of cool coffee brands out there. During COVID, a lot of people went to coffee.
They did, and it's really fun. And like I like that because I can get inspiration from anywhere. And like, there wasn't that before. So if I'm like, I don't know how to do XYZ thing, or I could be doing this better, I will just like scour the internet for someone that I'm like, oh, you're doing it right. Like, teach me. I want to know. It's great.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, well, people are just taking ideas. Everybody takes ideas. You got to make it your own, but that's life. That's art.
Yeah. That's why I was like, if I'm going to sell something that 5 million other people sell, I'm just going to do it my way. And if you don't like it, that's fine. You're not my audience.
Shit, one of my favorite artists of all time takes other people's shit. Look, Weird Al Yankovic. Yes.
Cool. I like that.
Yes, I have a Weird Al action figure with a removable head.
That's
what
awesome.
I really like is that you had that like at the ready.
Oh, I do. I also have my Weird Al Chia pet.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's cool.
Despite
I've have you ever seen Pennywise with a mustache?
Oh my god. That's so cute.
Yeah, that's cool. He stays next to me.
That's that is not what's his name? Rodriguez. That's Rodriguez Wise.
Yeah, that plays Pennywise. Pennywise is Mexican.
So guys, Tim Curry's It or the current It? Which one is better?
Ooh. You go first. I want to hear.
Tim Curry.
Really? Okay.
Actor-wise, Tim Curry, but effects-wise, the most recent ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Tim Curry's get an actual movie because it was straight to TV.
Yeah. Well, it was the TV movie that was the thing.
Yeah.
It was a TV movie.
I think I'm more the current one because I loved the costuming, I love the effects, and I think the casting was so good. I loved it.
See, everything else was great about the
Yes.
new It, but for some reason, I'm a Tim Curry whore, I guess.
That's
my-
totally
that's my
fair.
man.
You
I like the
what you
reboot.
like.
I thought Bill was good.
Bill's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he suited the role though.
for sure.
Bill's really good. I would have loved to have seen Jim Carrey as it, just for shits and giggles.
Oh my god, that would have been phenomenal.
Hi, Georgie.
Yeah, that's freaky. as fuck,
That was
dude.
really good.
Alrighty then. Fucking just the way that he would move around would be like he's walking around the cellars like.
Oh yeah. So animated. I think we need to see one with you in it. You're pretty good over there.
Oh, hold the phone.
Oh, he does really good Trump impersonations.
Oh, I do a Donald. I do a Donald Trump. It does get me in trouble from time to time.
Oh Lord.
Let me tell you something. What's going to happen? I'm gonna take my mugshot. I'm gonna put it on T-shirts. It's gonna be everywhere. That's how I'm gonna win. What I'm going
Oh my
to do
god.
is I'm going to build a wall around my house. I need to keep all of the people out. Everyone.
What's really
Trust
funny
me.
right now is that you're frozen, but I can still hear you.
I love being frozen. I also I do a pretty good Ozzy Osbourne. If you do a podcast and you want to interview Ozzy, I got you.
I love
Got
it.
you. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna become Ozzy Osbourne real quick. All right, Gorak, interview me as Ozzy. Let's do this.
So Ozzy, when is going to be your final tour?
My final tour is going to be when I was with Black Sabbath. It was a hell of a run. I did a lot of drugs. What was the question?
Never mind. Carry on.
I'm loving this. I'm loving it.
But yeah.
Have you seen like Ozzy Osbourne has his own podcast with his family, the Osbournes podcast?
Yeah, he does.
It's actually pretty fucking funny. Like,
Did you
pretty
ever
cool.
watch the bloopers? He has that paranormal show with his son. Did you ever watch the bloopers of that shit?
No, but I have seen maybe 8
No.
episodes.
Christalee, you need to watch it. There's an episode where they hand
Okay.
Ozzy a cup of coffee. Now, this guy replaced cocaine with coffee. They handed him a cup of coffee, and they're like, "How many is this?" And they're like, "This is your second pot, Ozzy." And he's sitting there like,
Oh my
he's drinking
god.
he's drinking this coffee, and then they're watching these ghost stories, and he falls asleep. This man falls asleep
How?
watching. He's like,
How? Oh my god.
well,
Just
with too much
good
caffeine,
night.
too much caffeine actually does the opposite. It'll make you tired.
That
Yeah.
can be, yeah.
Yeah, and also causes anxiety and all kinds of other shit. And it's crazy. I have ADHD, and coffee makes me hyper and makes my ADHD worse, which I'm not diagnosed, but judging by this show, I'm pretty sure anyone could diagnose me with it. So what's your favorite type of blend of coffee
are
since you're into the coffee? Since you're in the coffee side of things, what's your favorite type of blend of coffee? Dark roast, medium?
Oh. Sorry, I'm moving so that
got
way I can actually hear you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Did you ask me what my
Favorite
yeah,
blend?
my internet is really, really bad. So I gotta find a spot that it's not as horrific so that
You're good.
I can
You're good.
actually hear you.
What's your favorite
Okay.
blend of coffee? Dark roast, medium roast?
Ooh. I'm a medium person. I do love a dark roast, but I like medium with a little bit of flavor, but not like that syrupy flavor that you get in coffees. Like that doesn't
too
do
much
it for
sugar.
me. Like nice body, like fullness to it. That first sip in the morning, you're like, oh my god, my soul is alive again.
I like it. I don't like any sugar or anything in my coffee anymore. I like my coffee black.
Same.
And
That's
I
kind of, yeah, okay.
and I prefer dark roasts because I like medium too, but dark roast is better for the acid reflux because
Yeah,
there's
for
not
sure.
as much acidity in it. I don't know if I've acid reflux or not, but
Yeah.
I have what they call tonsil stones, which are fun to deal with. And coffee doesn't help with that. You have a bit of tattoos over there. I noticed. We need to do like a tattoo reveal. Well, like damn.
Oh,
How,
yes.
how
That's
many
like more than mine.
how many you got?
Well, they all kind of connect. So technically one.
One. I like
But
it.
I do have, I am 95% finished with the left arm, which is like all Halloween themed, all spooky themed.
Nice.
The right arm is all circus themed, except for I've got my little like Frankenstein stitches on my fingers. I love those. I've got
That's
an
cool.
Art Nouveau style piece on my back. I've got my hips done. My feet are done. The goal is to be one big piece of art.
Do you ever plan on getting like a neck tat?
I've been considering it, and I kind of want it, but it has to be done so precisely and so well because it can go really wrong.
Oh, it can, and also it does hurt like a bitch. A buddy of mine just got one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm that brave.
I wouldn't.
Well, the thing is I
No?
love I love neck tattoos, but I have a buddy who has a head tattoo, and I have a buddy who has a neck tattoo. Now his head tattoo's on the back of his head. My thought
Okay.
is if you had to choose, which one would you get, a neck or a back of the head tat? Like, which do you think would hurt more? I would think the throat
I think,
because of the jugular and shit.
yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, you got nothing there but like nothing to bounce back on that needle. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's what I used to
I would
work with. Had
consider
a
it.
fucking neck tattoo. It said it hurt like a bitch.
yeah. Neck
Yeah.
tattoos have
It's,
to hurt.
but they look so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
got
know-
I got heaps of
It's
tattoos, but mine are covered. So there you go.
You know what?
Say it one more time. You were.
Go ahead, Gorak. Say it again.
Yeah, I've got heaps. I've got heaps of tattoos, but mine are like covered. So like, I don't like to show them off to people as much.
Actually,
Are they all
Gorak has.
horror themed?
Go ahead.
I
Gorak.
got Michael Myers,
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Ghostface, and
Love it.
Jack Skeleton. I've got
Oh, nice.
Alice Cooper. I'm a big Alice Cooper fan.
Oh, love it. Love it. Near to my
Yeah.
heart.
I love
A Nutella jar flexing.
Wait, can you tell me about that one?
Yeah,
I have to know.
That's
I gotta know.
I've had that one for like 4 or 5 years or something now. So that's pretty much my love for Nutella and fitness.
That's awesome. I love it.
He's really big into fitness Nutella in his mouth.
Heaps. Yeah, I got
What-
this really cool tribal piece tattoo because my mom's Filipino, so it's like a Polynesian tribal tat that goes to
Okay.
there. And then I got Tobias Forge from
Very
Ghost.
cool.
That was my last one. So
You should get a
that's
Freddy.
actually nice and healed.
You should get a Freddy Krueger tat.
Yeah, and it says Dreamcatcher.
That'd be fucking cool. Get a
I'm here to
dream
catch
tat.
your dreams.
That'd be really cool.
Freddy Krueger's a neat cat. He's the first horror movie I really watched, and it fucked with me as a kid. Like I was like,
Really?
oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, and Freddy's gonna kill me. Well, I was like 8 when I watched it, so I'm a early bloomer when it comes to
that'll do it.
my first time watching a Cheech and Chong movie, I was 6. So like I was a really early bloomer. That explains a lot.
That's a perfect age to watch a movie like that. Right?
So you're from Pittsburgh.
I am, yeah.
That is a nice city.
For now, I like to move around.
I frequent there for concerts and stuff because I live in Ohio. I live over by Wheeling,
I
West.
didn't realize you were so close.
Yeah, I'm over by Wheeling, West Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wanted,
so like
if
you're
I
like
wanted to,
probably
an hour and a half. About an hour
that's
and a
not
half.
bad at all. Yeah.
Not bad at
So
all.
you've probably been to like Stage AE, Mr. Smalls, like
A lot.
all the venues.
A lot. I actually saw Gorak at Mr. Smalls a couple times.
That's very fun. I have yet to see them. I really want to.
Next time they're in Pittsburgh, go. I might even be there. Go.
I have. I've
Heck
seen them.
yeah.
I've seen them
Oh, I will go.
before their singer passed away.
It's fucking.
And I met them.
They're so good. Yeah, Gorak got to meet Dave Brockie like days before he died. Like, yep.
Oh, you're frozen.
Don't let them in.
Okay,
don't let them go. Oh, I'm frozen. So give us a little history about yourself. You're into like the whole makeup and all of that stuff as well, and that's kind of like what Guar was into as well. So like, how long were you doing that kind of artwork?
So I still do that. Honestly, ever since I was very little, I just knew that I was going to be in some sort of art field. Like I was like, I'm not meant to be in an office. I'm not meant to be an accountant. Anything that is left brain, I am so far the opposite way. Anything that was creative, I was like, yeah, give that to me. So the first time that I ever remember really thinking, oh, I want to do something with makeup, I was very small, and my grandma was putting on this like beautiful red lipstick, and she would like do her eyes up, and I was like, when am I old enough to play with this garbage? Like, when can I play with this stuff? And so I would constantly just like dig into her makeup, and I would make myself look scary, or I would make myself look pretty. And I just loved the contrast of like seeing how the same product could totally transform you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got into like the end of high school, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to work in a salon. It's not my vibe. But I didn't really know about movie makeup or like where I could go other than like New York or LA. And at 18, I was like, I'm not ready for that shit. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I went to school to be a graphic designer instead. It turns out I'm a terrible graphic designer. But it was kind of like fate. I remember I was waiting outside for one of my classes, and it was blizzarding out, and I was just like miserable. I hated it there. I was like, I should have just gone for makeup. It's fine. I'll work in a salon, whatever. And so there was like a little snack stand that was like down the hallway from my class, and it had like, you know, drinks and snacks and school newspapers and whatever. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go grab some coffee. And I went over, and there was an old school newspaper, and I pick it up, and it was the only one of like that old edition. And so the sweet little old lady that was working it, she was like, oh, honey, that's an old one. Do you want a new one? And I was like, no, don't worry about it. Thank you. And so I grabbed my coffee, I grabbed my old newspaper, and I go and I sit back against the wall waiting for class, and I look at it. And the first page, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was an article about this guy that was terrorizing Erie with mechanical spiders. And I was like, you have my attention. Okay. And so I read it, and I was like, this is amazing. And it was a guy that had gone to the Tom Savini special effects school, and I'd never heard of it. And so that just, it lit a fire in me. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I didn't even go to class. I packed up my stuff. I went home, went to my dorm room. I like looked up this school and I was like, oh, this is it. I was like, I'm not going to make monsters all the time. I'm realistic, but this is what I want to do. And it was only an hour south of Pittsburgh. And so I like immediately unenrolled at Edinburgh and I signed up for the Tom Savini School for the summer semester. And so I just knew, I was like, this is what I got to do. So I packed up all of my things that night from my dorm room. I threw it in the back of my Grand Cherokee and I drove home. And my mom's like, I didn't know you were coming home this weekend. And I'm like, actually,
Change your plans.
I'm home for good.
Yeah.
Reroute. And so I told her what I did. And, I was like 18 at the time. And I showed her this website for the school, which is very monster heavy. And she just starts crying. She was like, you're going to live at home till you're 40. And I was like, I'm not. I will make a living out of it. So I went in the summer semester and it was 16 months straight through. And it was the best thing I ever did. Like I immediately started working and got very lucky. But I made a lot of really great connections. Like I still work in TV and film. So like besides doing coffee, you'll catch me on like a TV set.
Oh, that's neat. So that answers my next question. What's your hobbies?
Oh, what are hobbies? Working on my business.
You're a busy woman. I understand. I'm a busy woman too. Very strong, independent woman. Gorak's like, this is too early for this shit. But when I'm not doing this,
I'm awake still, bro. It's all good.
When I'm not doing this, I have a radio show that I'm part of. They're an online radio show. They're called WTHC Radio. Check them out.
That, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
We're gonna be doing interviews and stuff soon. They're a cannabis themed radio station, but that's not all we talk about.
Okay, that's really cool.
Especially with it becoming legal soon. I mean, Ohio just passed it.
Yeah. Saw that.
Yeah.
Happy dance.
It's been a lot of hard work. I'm tired of fucking marching. Let's get it legal.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it should be. Like
that's the next thing you need to look. That's the next thing you need to look into. Infused coffee. That's taking the market right now.
I saw that, and I'm looking into not only that, but just like infused with like vitamins or whatever. But it's so hard. There's so much out there that I'm like, I need to know what not necessarily the best one is, but the best one for my company and like what my audience is gonna want. And I want to make sure it's quality, but like I got to find someone who can tell me because just my internet research alone is not doing it.
Nope.
I need the experts.
I bet your browser history is fucking wild.
It's really weird. If I ever died, I would be like, please, just someone clear that.
I don't want that. I want them to read it out loud with a projector behind them. I don't care. I'm dead.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Like,
they would be like, what?
They'd be like, why is he Googling? Why is he Googling Danny DeVito's bare ass? Like, what's he doing? We got him looking. I do. Danny DeVito is that is what all that his man looks like. Like that is peak male performance. If I ain't seen it, like that's.
So did you find a picture?
Yes, a couple.
And it was good?
I was pleasantly satisfied. It was great. There's actually one of him. He's head first in a couch, and he's greased up. So it's even better. I didn't even look up greased up. He looks like a greased up show pig. That's what he looked like.
That was an extra surprise.
Yeah. Fuck. By the way, welcome to Pink Suck. You never know what we're going to talk about. We're talking about Danny DeVito's bare ass in the air. The thing is we don't interview. We just talk.
I like it. Just having some coffee, hanging out.
I'm kind of like Chris Hansen. Sit, take a seat. Let's talk. For those who don't know, you know who Chris Hansen is, right?
I don't. I don't think I do. You gotta
If
tell
you're
me.
sitting in his seat, there's problems. He was from How to Catch a Predator. He was the dude that would and he would always like come into the room like, take a seat, we need to talk. Like he would scare people.
No.
Now there was an episode that was very questionable of How to Catch a Predator. Though they beat the shit out of this dude, they threw him in handcuffs and shit. Come to find out, he was 15. He actually wasn't breaking the law at all. He lied about being 18 because the girl said she likes people that are older. And then when he showed up, yeah, it was bad. It was real bad because he tried explaining to them, but they weren't listening.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, it's awful. They're like, let's show you the conversations of you being a piece of shit. And then they showed him like, yeah, they have transcripts of what the people said. Yeah, and it's depressing. It is. It really is. It's a very fun show. It's a fun show to watch, though. It's hilarious. Watching these guys try to lie, and they're like, we have the transcripts, and then they start shitting themselves.
Right here, the proof.
I didn't say that. Somebody took my laptop.
Someone took my classic.
That is. Somebody actually did say that once.
Oh God.
So if you wasn't doing doing your coffee or your special effects, what do you think your job would be?
This is gonna sound really silly, but like, it would probably be some sort of performer, whether I'm like a magician's assistant or a circus performer or
You'd be getting cut in half.
something in that realm.
She'd be the woman getting cut in half.
Oh my God, I would love that. I would literally love that.
I think that's everybody's dream to get that done. Like,
yeah, get cut in half.
Like, please.
Pretty sure I saw that on Terrifier.
Oh.
That would make a really good horror movie. A magician, but he's not actually doing the magic. He's just killing the people.
Straight sawing people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? We're gonna make that. We're gonna make
Stop
that.
the clown.
Yeah. What's it gonna be called though? What would the horror movie be called?
It'll come to me.
Terrifier 4: Return of the Clown.
Who would win in a fight, Terrifier or It?
They're both similar.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think It.
I'm gonna go with It too.
I reckon they're related.
Because Art is like a person in a clown costume, where It's a demon.
Yeah. They're like weird cousins.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, and Captain Spaulding's the dad.
Oh, damn. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's my theory.
I actually want to get
Wow.
get a shirt made that says "What's wrong with clowns? Aren't we fucking funny?" And it shows Art the Clown, Captain Spaulding, and It.
I like it. I like it.
Hanging out at the table
wearing
playing
that. Like, imagine wearing that shirt that says that it has Art the Clown, and you wear it to like a fucking horror convention, and be like, "Remember this movie?"
I have a drawing for you, Christalee. You need to make this for us. It's going to be Art the Clown, It, and Captain Spaulding at the table playing poker.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I will do my best. I can't promise it'll be great, but it will be funny. So
I want that as a big canvas fucking printout, so I can put it in my bedroom.
No, that's going to be her neck tat.
Oh my God. I'm like, how do you like my neck tat? Can you imagine? My mother would die. She would literally just pass out if I got that.
Just a bunch of clowns on your neck.
Yeah.
I would never date again. Everyone would be like, this woman is nuts.
You'd only attract the right ones.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
See, I have Tinder, and this is kind of funny because I don't take anything seriously, even dating, and check this shit out. I should be getting dates with this, but I guess it just don't work. My Tinder profile is, let me find it. It's the picture that got me fired from one of my jobs.
I'm already in. Well, let's see it.
Yeah, you fucking love this one.
Oh, you'll love this one. I'm gonna have to ask you though. Would you swipe right on this? It's that.
You know what? Maybe because
The description says here
It's a
for a
hidden
good
talent.
time. It says here for a good time, not for a long time.
you know what? Yes, I would actually. I would.
Just to know the skills. Just to
Because anytime that I've been on a dating app, which is not much because I'm like, I cannot do this. Can't do it. Anyone that genuinely makes me laugh, I'm like, you know what? All right, you're in. You're weird. You're yourself. I'm into it.
see, it's the comedians that are winning right now, because
For sure.
looks don't matter. It's whether or not you can
No.
make somebody laugh.
True.
1000%.
And all these dudes are like, I get all these women. You probably do, but you'd get more if you made them laugh. That's like,
Yeah,
and not in the bedroom. You don't want to make them laugh there. That's the one place
for
you
sure.
don't want. I found that out the hard way. You're not supposed to yell Prince Ali in the bedroom. You're not. Prince Ali, fabulous, he Ali Ababa. No, you're not
But
supposed.
I did promote the podcast on Tinder.
He did. Gorak was promoting on Tinder for the longest time. Yep.
Love it. Sorry, my responses are delayed because it's a little bit of a lag.
Oh, you're good. I can actually hear us a little bit in the background, so I know when the lag kicks in.
Perfect.
So that I know when to start talking. But like, crazy world, like people take shit too seriously, especially dating. With that, my buddy was like, you're on Tinder with that profile picture, you should be on Grindr. And I'm like, that's next. That's
Oh man.
I ain't gay, but I want to see how many dudes I can get. Let's
You're gonna like your ego would just be so boosted. You'd be
Your
like, hell
notifications would
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting all the meat. You can call me Arby's. What
They'd
were
be
you
like,
saying?
oh, I can see you can fit. They'd be like, oh, I can see you can fit so much meat in your mouth, big boy.
Oh yeah, daddy.
Yeah.
I don't see. I ain't gay, but like I'm so comfortable with my sexuality that I just don't give a shit. Like I went to a gay bar one.
That's great.
I went to a gay bar one time, and this guy's like, "How many drinks would it be take to take you home?" I'm like, I'm not gay, but we're about ready to find out." Apparently, it took 10. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I'm waiting for this. Like, let's hear it.
Oh, this is too early for this shit.
I ain't like. I had this gay dude one time walk up to me at a gay bar, and he was like, "Hey, big guy," and I'm like, "I'm just here for directions." I want to know if I'm going the right place. I actually want to go into a gay bar with assless chaps and do that. Be like, "Hey, where's the nearest gas station?"
Hell yeah. Hell
They
yeah.
just fuck with them. I actually, for Halloween one time, was going to dress up as Dr. Frankenfurter. Because
do it.
I have everything to dress up as him. Everything. I have the high heels in my shoe size. I've got the fishnet stockings.
God.
I even got the thong. I've got everything.
Please
except
do it for me.
I do not have the corset.
Oh, we can find you a corset. I probably have one. I will send it to you.
Find me a corset and a pearl necklace, and I'll be Dr. Frankenfurter.
I will go in my closet right now.
You do makeup. Do my makeup. I'll be Dr. Frankenfurter.
I could not think of a more dream client.
Greg's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" He's gonna go on there and like, I'm a hairy guy, so like that's gonna be one hairy Dr. Frankenfurter. Like, I'm gonna be like Austin Powers. Like, I don't know what the hell, Dr. Austin Powers. Speaking of that's probably my favorite Disney movie, is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a Disney
It's
movie.
never
always
been
seen it
my
once.
favorite for some reason.
See, what people don't realize is due to the fact that now Rocky Horror Picture Show is Disney, that makes Dr. Frankenfurter a Disney princess.
That would be me. Oh my god.
Dr. Frankenfurter is a Disney princess, and so is Princess Leia.
Oh, love that. I love that.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
I'm not actually. I try to get into it. I want to be into it. It just doesn't do it for me.
It's too nerdy. I get it. It's too nerdy. Too much to it.
Sci-fi doesn't really do it for me, and just in general. So I think that was just part of it.
See, I'm a nerd through and through. Star Wars is my shit. Check this out. Here it is. This is actually kind of mind-blowing to some people. This is the original trilogy, the theatrical release versions before they edited them all on VHS tape.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I'm
That's awesome.
old school. I still have VCR. I fucking love VHS
Are you
tapes.
serious?
Yeah. I got a whole fucking stack over here of VHS tapes. I have Disney movies on VHS.
That's
I have Bruce Lee movies on VHS tape.
So, okay, question for you. To go back to Disney princesses, and I want an answer from both of you. Other than what you just told me, if you had to pick someone else and you were going to be a Disney princess, who would it be?
So,
or like a Disney character.
Like actual Disney princesses, like the cartoon Disney princesses.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gorak. I'll let you go first.
Oh shit. Fucking hell.
Okay, I'll go.
I'm gonna say Snow White because she dies, doesn't she?
Fun
Who is
fact.
I couldn't hear it.
Snow White.
Okay. She gets some good naps in. I like it.
She does. And actually, in the Brothers Grimm version, the original version, she actually died. It wasn't a nap. She actually is dead.
Yeah, she had a poison
Those
apple.
versions are brutal.
Yeah, if you read the origin stories of any Disney movie from the Brothers Grimm or anyone else that originally wrote them from like the 18 or 1700s, most of them are really fucked up. Like Sleeping Beauty is about necrophilia. She was actually dead.
Yeah, they're dark as fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking dark as shit. I would be Princess Jasmine.
Okay. I like it. She's hot.
Yeah. And Aladdin was my shit growing up.
Okay, love that.
That was my favorite Disney movie of all time. Because I loved it. You had the misfit who ended up with the princess, and you had Robin Williams, my favorite actor of all time, was in it.
So good. So good.
I hated the sequel because Robin Williams was not in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you watch the live action with Will Smith?
I didn't actually.
Amazing.
No, I refuse to watch that one.
Will Smith did a good job. Will Smith did a great job, and that's coming from a Robin Williams fan.
Wow. Okay.
I liked the live action of Lion King. I thought that was cool.
Watch the live action of Aladdin. It is just like the cartoon. It is exactly like the cartoon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Adding it to the list.
Except Will Smith doesn't hit nobody in this one, but
what
I was waiting for that.
What a moment.
He does in Bad Boys. But yeah. There's gonna be a new Bad Boys movie though.
I'm pretty sure that Will Smith slap was scripted. I'm pretty sure.
You reckon?
I mean, it was a publicity stunt for sure. If it was scripted like that, it did the trick.
Like, whenever I first heard about that slap, I thought he hit Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson because I heard like he hit Chris Rock, and I'm like, "The Rock?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "He hit Chris Rock." I'm like, "Oh, that's a little boy. You don't hit children. Like, you don't do that." Like, that's not cool. You don't hit Chris Rock. If it was The Rock, he would have gotten away with it. I would. Nope. There's no way he's getting hit. You really think that Will Smith would have hit Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
I mean, that would have been a bold move, even more bold than.
No
what
way.
Like, holy
No,
shit!
I don't know.
You know what would have happened if it was Dwayne the Rock Johnson? They would have been standing up on that stage. Dwayne the Rock Johnson made that joke, and Will Smith would have stood up and yelled something, and all you would have heard was dun 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 dun, and Stone Cold would have come out and would have jumped on him and started beating him up. Because, you know, him and Jada Pinkett look similar. Oh, shit. Did I say that out loud? Oh, goddamn. I would have made Jada Pinkett go up there and hit him because she should fight her own battles. This is 2023. Slap that boy.
2023.
Did you see what happened to Dave Chappelle somewhat recently? He got speared by a fan on stage.
Yeah.
No, I did not see that.
He got speared, and then his entire crew whooped the shit out of the guy on the side of the stage, like beat the fuck out of this guy. And one of the people was Chris Rock. And Chris Rock walked up on stage, and Dave Chappelle was like, I thought that was Will Smith.
Oh my God.
And Chris Rock was like, I'm so glad that guy did that because I let out all that Grammy anger.
Grammy anger. Oh my God.
No, they whooped the fuck out of this dude. This dude speared Dave, and they just fucking just like like for 5 minutes while Dave Chappelle was doing comedy, they just whooped the hell out of this guy. They released a picture of the guy, and he didn't. Yeah, you should have seen the other guy. He's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Why
I
would
can't
you
imagine being famous and just like having your entire life just like on display like that?
I couldn't either. And like with Chappelle being a comedian, I hate that people try to cancel him because my thought is like, dude, he's a comedian. That's what he does. Yeah. Comedy is supposed to blur the lines. It's supposed
for sure. I agree.
If George Carlin was still around, these people would have problems.
Well,
like,
do you have a favorite comedian, like other than like Robin Williams, like a recent one?
I don't have a favorite comedian, even with Robin Williams included, because I've been into comedy for a while. I do my own stand-up comedy. I got a comedy show coming up. I don't really have much. I don't have much favorite. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm working on a hip hop album too.
What? We're gonna talk more. You're an interesting human. I love it.
You got me on Instagram. You got me on Facebook, I think. We're working on actually a hip hop concept comedy album right now, but I'm doing stand up December 10th. If you want to make the drive, it is in Belmont, Ohio at the Belmont Gym. Tickets are $15 a piece. We are dedicating that night to our brother, Silent Simba. He's a hip-hop artist that passed away not too long ago. He actually played at the gym a few months ago before he passed. So we're dedicating this night to him. It is comedy. It's all kinds of shit. I'm also a cannabis advocate. I do marches and shit for that.
Damn. You are a busy man.
Yeah, and I also have a full-time job in the kitchen. It's hard. I don't know either. I don't know either. Lots of coffee, lots of cannabis, lots of. We call it medicine now, and it is medicine. It is, but it is what it is. I don't know what your stances are on cannabis, but we're coming to PA probably next to try to legalize it. So
I'm all about it. I'm like, by all means.
I'm part of an advocacy group by the name of Weed Suit Heroes. We wear weed suits. We have the full fucking weed suit. You can find us on Facebook. It was founded by Billy Blaze, friend of mine who runs the Holistic Cloud. It's cool. Yeah, he's actually currently member of Village. He's a councilman of the Village of Blair. We're actually now politicians, I guess. People have been asking.
Okay.
People ask me to run for mayor of my town. I'm like, I ain't doing all that. That's too much. I'm already doing enough. I don't want to have to be a mayor too. That is a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a lot of undertaking. For sure.
Like rest in peace. That's a lot of undertaking. On top of everything else, I grew up also a wrestling fan. I don't know if you are into pro wrestling or not, but I was a wrestling fan growing up.
I don't know anything about it. I didn't have anyone in my life that loved it, so I was not exposed to it as much as maybe I would have liked to been.
It's actually one of them sports that you either love it or you don't understand it. There are people out there that are like, oh, it's fake, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you don't watch it though, so you don't understand. It isn't fake. I know people that's in the business. I know people that are previously in the business. I know people with pro wrestling, it is scripted, but a lot of things they put their body through are very much real.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is a very tough sport. 365 days a year is how often they work. They do not take very often days off. I actually do have a guy that I knew that I know him through a mutual friend. She produced one of his shows, but his name was Rob Van Dam. He still wrestles under that name, but he wrestled for a company called ECW. He also wrestled for WWE. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but the World Wrestling Entertainment. They're kind of a big deal. I don't know.
Heard of that one.
But yeah, he was their champion for a little while, but he got arrested for cannabis and got fired.
Oh, that's like the dumbest. Come on. Yeah.
It is, but at the time it was still federally illegal. So
yeah.
he kind of was in trouble. I mean, wrestling used to be this big ordeal where, like, if you would tour with somebody that you're competing against and you got caught, they used to take it very seriously and fire both people because it was still considered real at that time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but wrestling used to be considered a legitimate sport, and it has always been scripted. Always. Since the 1940s or even the 1800s, it was scripted. Wow. They knew who was going to win.
Okay.
It was actually started off. Yeah, it started off as a circus sport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They would do the circus. It was like a freak show kind of thing. They would tour circuses and shit and would like body slam each other and wrestle. And that's how it started. Yeah.
I didn't know that. And I have a soft spot for circuses. So
I saw you do that.
I love that.
Like, oh, circus.
Yes. But I'm all about it. Anything freak show related, I'm in.
Pink Sock is going on a hiatus, but you're always welcome to join me on WTHC Radio. I have my own show coming on December 3rd. It's going to be a morning show, 8 a.m. till noon, and I also have a show on Saturdays, noon to whenever. So you're always welcome to join.
I would
we can
love
talk
that.
horror. We can talk coffee. We can educate you on cannabis, so you can probably have cannabis-infused coffee if you want. All that shit. It's all that fun shit. We're probably going to cut off of here soon because I know Gorak has you on his show and I don't want to cover everything. I don't want him to be like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that too.
What all would you like to promote, dear? The floor is yours, besides Eeeek coffee or whatever else. Eeeek! Whatever you want to promote. The floor is yours.
I don't know that I have anything different to say. I know I do Drop Dead Crafty events that I'm looking to do 2 more a year. With that, I promote as many artists in the Pittsburgh area as I can. So I like scour the internet for these amazing and inspiring artists. And I'm like, oh my God, how can I promote you? How can I just have you in my realm? We have so much art and so much music and so much talent here. And I want to be infused in that as much as I can. So I'm looking to make that a little bit bigger this year. But other than that, I'm just going to keep doing what I do and try to grow and learn and do things better and be on more podcasts
You're doing
and
a
talk
great
to more
job.
people, and that's about it.
You're doing a great job. Very good job. And I'm
Thanks.
proud of you.
Thank you.
You are doing great with the coffee and all the makeup and all that stuff. You talk about me being busy. Jesus, you got all this shit going on. But what is your end goal with everything? Do you plan on like continuing everything, or do you plan on just focusing on one thing eventually, just finding out which one's your thing?
I think the end goal is eventually I would like to get out of makeup, but not anytime soon. Like I love doing makeup. It doesn't feel like work to me, which I'm very, very grateful for. It is not lost on me every day that like I get to wake up and do things that I like. It blows my mind every day. But if I had to pick one, I would like to go more the direction of coffee and event curation. Because with doing Drop Dead Crafties this year, like just seeing that I can help promote the art scene in Pittsburgh and like how much talent we have here, and just the fact that they trust me to let me showcase that, like everyone's art is their baby, and I was like, I can't believe that they trust me to get a venue and put that together and like allow me to show off their art. And it's so inspiring, and I would love to continue to do that and just make it bigger and do more events.
So you
And
keep talking about local music and stuff. I actually, another thing that I used to do, music media was kind of my thing. So there are a lot of
okay.
Pittsburgh area bands that I'm friends with that I can send to you. A couple that come off mind is we have Neverwake in Pittsburgh. Well, they're not
Okay.
all from Pittsburgh, but they frequent Pittsburgh. Theriaca is another good one. We also
Sweet,
have
okay.
what's another good, some other good ones. You probably already know of Iron Flame. They are did shows in Germany. Iron Flame did, and they're from like the
Wow.
Pittsburgh area.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
I'll send you some bands. We'll stay in touch.
Yeah.
Guys, go check out
Please.
Eeeek Coffee. I think that was too many E's.
It was
But
perfect. I
guys,
loved it.
guys, we're gonna call this an episode. It was amazing. I love you all, and as always, check out Goals Gone Wild and live long, rock hard, and much love, guys.